All right, what is up? We are live from the Velvet Ditch.
We're live, baby.
I am Chris Phillips. This is the one, the only Kelsey Farese.
Hi, guys.
You already know, if you're a Rebel, you saw us just a couple weeks ago here. We were at the library, now, of course, at the Velvet Ditch, an incredible establishment. Shout out to our guy, Jared Foster, for making this happen. The hospitality has been absolutely incredible, and excited to be back. So, Kelsey, appreciate you jumping on. Obviously, as always, want to give a quick shout out to our friends over at FANDUEL, FANDUEL.com/SECU. Go hammer the Rebs, minus 17.5. They're going to cover. It's a sure thing. You can bet on all the college football playoff games, bowl games, whatever. FANDUEL.com/SECU, $300 in bonus bets when you win your first $5 bet. And obviously, make sure you follow along, you subscribe, like, follow on the socials, podcast, our website, all that good stuff. Like I mentioned, I'm Chris Phillips, Kelsey Farese. We are live from the Velvet Ditch. Kelsey, it's good to be back. It feels like there's a weight lifted. There's a he who shall not be named. And we're going to go this entire show.
We could call him the Grinch.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He who shall not be named, the Grinch. Again, there's a weight lifted. And what really matters and what the focus is, thank goodness, is having one hell of a weekend in Oxford, Mississippi. And the damn Rebs are in the college football playoff hosting a playoff game. It doesn't get better than this. It really doesn't.
What do you think about our little snow globe town?
I love it. It's so festive. It really is like a little, we just need like a little, not tonight, but at some point, a little light dusting of snow, like little, really, got the jingle bells going in the background, right? Like, but it is. It's festive. It's beautiful. You got all the decorations. You can see probably some of the Christmas lights behind us. I mean, Oxford's always beautiful and pristine and peak and one of the best college towns in the country, but I've never seen it, obviously, for Christmas.
It's especially nice right now. I feel in the Velvet Ditch, I'm just like looking out in front of us right now. It's so festive. So many people are out right now. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like crazy crowded or not, but I feel like
it's a good crowd. I feel like Oxford's really buzzing right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, when you're in town, it's everybody's excited because the queen of Oxford, the star, star is in town.
I don't know. I feel like everyone's here to see you, Chris. Honestly,
Nah,
they heard you chose to come here instead of going to Norman, and so they were
Listen, when they zig, we zag.
Right.
Everybody else in college football is in Norman or College Station. All due respect. Love those towns, love those fan bases, love those places, but this was always the spot. Obviously, you and I have been working on this for a couple weeks, and again, talking with Jared. I was even asked today, why'd you decide to come to Oxford? And I was like, you go where you're wanted.
Yeah.
You go where you're wanted. You go where the people embrace you. And not to say, again, that those two don't. I want to make that very clear. But you go where you're embraced. You go where you're wanted. Oxford said, you didn't get enough. Come on. You didn't get enough last time. Come on back. We're right here with open arms. Right? Pete Golding's first game.
Exactly.
We're Rebs are hosting a playoff game. Lock the vault.
Yeah.
I mean, biggest sports event, maybe biggest event in the state of Mississippi ever.
Right. I hadn't really thought about this, but this will be the first time that the Grove has ever seen a December game. So this will be the first time our little feet are pitter-pattering around the Grove.
Pitter-pattering.
Just pitter-pattering.
All of our Ole Miss moms are out and about enjoying themselves, led by the Ole Miss mom herself.
The moms are out in full force. I think we all have our fur coats on tonight. Even though the Velvet Ditch is keeping us very warm and toasty. So if you are thinking about getting out and about tonight, don't be scared. They've got it nice and warm.
You don't have to go kill whatever animal died to make this.
Whoa.
You don't.
Whoa. Okay, PETA.
Well, anyways, you don't have to be wearing a fur coat. I promise it feels good out here. Really quickly, shout out to those tuned in. Sco Rebel says hotty toddy. We've got Oxy Fresh waving at us. What's going on? Braden Lloyd says make sure you come to the Are You Ready tent. Noted. And Oxy Fresh says he's hammering the Rebels, of course, as you should. Kelsey, again, it feels good to be back. You and I were here, obviously, for the Ole Miss Florida game.
Yeah.
I'm glad the storylines that were around that weekend are not the storylines this weekend. Like I said, I'm excited that the focus is where it should be. It's on the football field. It's on the festivities. It's on the event itself. It's not on some of the extracurriculars out there.
Right.
And that makes me happy. Again, Ole Miss deserves a spotlight. This team deserves a spotlight for what they've done this season. We'll see what happens after the season with whatever happens down the road happens down the road.
Right. Right. I know. And I felt like I'm so glad you chose to come back here for this because even though we won the Florida game and we had a great time,
it was weird.
The vibes were just, they weren't what they normally are with an Ole Miss victory. And I just have a feeling, fingers crossed, that you're going to get to really experience what that is and watch us make history.
I'm telling you, like, I'm excited for all of it. This night at the Velvet Ditch, we got a great crowd out here, people out here hanging out, enjoying it. Excited for this night tonight. We've had a great start to the weekend on Oxford, obviously. Game day tomorrow, the Grove. I got somebody with me, my buddy from Nashville. He's never even seen the Grove before.
Oh,
so I think anytime you get to usher someone into that experience, that is, and it'll be great weather for it too. You know, my first Grove experience, it was rainy and great game, but you know how that affects that experience.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome, but I am selfishly so pumped for the moment they run out of the tunnel, because I think it's going to be, with Coach Pete Golding leading the way, it's going to be just a euphoric experience when they run out.
And also we'll experience a whole new golden era. And like, of course we already know it's begun, but it doesn't really start until they hit that tunnel and run out on that field. And I think it's going to feel very different to a lot of fans who have been Ole Miss fans for a long time, because I think those were the people that were really hurting. Like,
are you nervous like you were for the Florida game? Are you?
Honestly,
I remember you're like, I'm expecting the worst. I'm an Ole Miss fan. I'm used to the hurt. I'm used to the pain.
I don't think so. I feel really good. I think maybe my nerves last time were, clouded by a lot of different things, but I'm feeling very good, very optimistic. Got a little bit of insight from up at the practice facility today. Seems like everybody is dialed in, but relaxed.
Everybody's locked in.
But also relaxed. There was a relaxed atmosphere up there today, and a lot of positivity. So I was really glad to hear that, especially hearing that Pete's just excited.
Yeah. I mean, your first opportunity to lead the football team. Other big happenings that have been happening since the end of the regular season. You wrote a book. Let's promote. Come on, let's plug the book. So y'all all see, obviously, Kelsey and I, and Kelsey's great work via socials and everything, doing the SEC moms, the housewives of the SEC. You essentially turned one of the skits into, I'd say, is it a children's book? Or it's really, a book can be enjoyed by anybody.
Yeah, it's a fable. It's for any and all ages alike.
Please plug this.
But yes,
available on Amazon. Give the people,
guys.
We got rebels tuned in that need this under the Christmas tree, or need this as a late gift, stocking stuff, or whatever.
Wonderful news. This is on Amazon Prime. If you order today, it will be here before Christmas. I actually think it has 5% off today as well for all Rebel fans. But yeah, this was made based off of one of my videos that I did, and now it's an illustrated one. Go to the Lane page, maybe. There's a special little page that depicts Lane when he pieced out, the Grinch. Hopefully he doesn't sue me.
I especially love this
allegedly.
The state of college football, chasing the cash.
Yeah,
I do love that.
Yeah, so it's a fun one. Perfect gift for the Ole Miss fan in your life that doesn't need another needlepoint belt.
That's a good one.
Thank you so much.
That's a good one. Yes.
It's very fun.
She worked very hard on this, so go get yours. This is awesome. This is really cool. Thank you so
much. Yeah,
this is really cool.
If you're in Oxford,
you made this happen fast.
I remember
seeing on social media. I was like, what do you do?
I don't sleep, basically, is the answer. I just don't sleep. I do it, whatever the people want. This is what the people wanted, so this is what I gave them. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Please let me know if you get it. Tag me. I want to hear all about it.
Please, whenever you buy the book, tag Kelsey. Let her know you appreciate it. It's awesome. I read through it here when she brought them. Again, she's got them here at the Velvet Ditch. It's literally.
I do have some signed ones here.
It's literally on Amazon. Literally, look at this. It's on Amazon. Where you get that? Amazon? Go get yours on Amazon today.
And leave a review. Only a positive one, though, please. 5 stars only, please.
We need no Bayou folks leaving negative reviews for the book. None.
Honestly, it's a good gag gift for an LSU fan. If you do want to do a gag gift,
I've actually got a few people in mind I might send that to.
Gosh, yeah.
As a fun little thing. So, again, shout out to our guy, Jared Foster, the Velvet Ditch. I want to say thank you again. The hospitality's been incredible. Them allowing us to do this has been awesome. I've been dreaming about the fried catfish with cheese grits smothered in crawfish etouffee since I was here for the Florida weekend. Cannot wait to get that.
Yes.
After this, I might have to split it with someone because it is so filling, but it is so damn good. It is so damn good. This is a great place. Right here on the corner, probably 100 yards from the square. Like, really, it's essentially on the square, just off it, about 100 yards away.
Walking distance to the Grove.
Walking distance to the Grove, obviously. I know that because I walked from Vaught Hemingway down here last time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I walked straight to the library. So, yeah, that was fun. That was a fun time. So, to wait out the Uber and everything.
Yeah.
So, vibe in the city, obviously, last couple weeks. I think it's been really awesome. Again, the game tomorrow, how there's been a storm that's been weathered.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like things could have really fallen apart and kind of gone off a cliff. And, like, kudos to all those that have stayed. Kudos to all those that have rallied around Pete Golding and rallied around Ole Miss. The community's rallied around this team. Like I said, I think that's the exciting part tomorrow is to see that all culminate because it could have very easily gone south. I think Pete Golding was the perfect guy. I don't know what happens long term. There's a lot of things when it comes to winning in college football at a high level that outside of just the head coach that go into it, from fundraising, NIL, portal, all that stuff. Your assistants, building out your staff, which I think they've done a great job in doing that. But I think Pete was the perfect guy for this, especially the short term.
I think it says everything that Archie Manning was up there today talking to the team, That's a statement.
That was a real video of him, by the way, right? When he
I think that was
I'm pretty sure that was a real video.
Yeah, don't quote me, but as far as I know, that was a real
I don't think
video.
that. See, you have to double check. Everything's AI now,
I know.
So
Trust me.
I'm pretty sure that was really him.
Yeah, it was. But he came today to practice and sat
That's
down and talked to them. And anytime the Mannings are in town, I feel like that also just reignites that like little spark in Ole Miss fans, just to like remind us where we came from. And I feel like Pete Golding really fits that narrative very well.
I think it's so funny. People ask me, why would I come here? Why would I come to the SIP?
God,
are you kidding me? It's the SIP, man. Party in the SIP.
Dude, yeah.
I will say that we talked about it earlier, but never have I ever. It's funny. So I've been to Oxford twice this season, obviously. And this has only happened these 2 times I've been to Oxford. I've never started my weekend with a workout. So Oxford's big on their fitness. Oxford's very big on their, hey, listen, if you're gonna be an Oxford 10, you better be in the gym. That's all. You better be at hot yoga.
So true. I'm like, I live in LA and I'm like, an LA 10 is an Oxford 7. They take it very seriously down here.
Yeah, we got the hot yoga in. Me and my boy almost died, but shout out to Studio 432. That was a very awesome experience. And it's the funnier part, though, like we were talking about before the show. I've got them and then some other like cycling place in Oxford. And I really appreciate people reaching out, but they're like, yeah, if you want to come in at before the game tomorrow, we've got our 6 a.m. class or our 8 a.m. I'm like,
nope.
What?
You're like, do you want me to die?
I'm not joking. Hot yoga hungover, I would legitimately croak.
Dehydrating
the
before you go to the Grove? The last 5
minutes today, it was like we went from a downward facing dog to like a straight up I stood up a little quick and I was like, whoa.
I tried to warn you. I mean,
I knew I've done hot yoga before.
I know. I'm saying I don't know if it's legal, the temperatures that they're putting up in these Oxford studios.
Listen, I can confirm I did not turn the humidity up. I did not touch the humidity.
Wow. What a gentleman.
I know. I did not turn the humidity up, did not touch it. Yeah, I was good till about like the last 5 minutes and I was like, please call it. Yeah. Please.
Someone open a door, please.
Oh, I was kind of like back right of the studio. And I'm like, we're laying down full body. And I could feel when she opened the door because it was like, and I was like, oh. Oh, God.
I'm alive.
And then the cold towel, you're like, oh, my God. This made it all worth it.
But did you feel euphoric after?
I still feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I need it. My hips are tight.
it does give you like kind of a high afterwards. And I'm like, okay, I could see how people would be addicted.
We had like a girl in front of us that literally is like doing the poses where she's like balanced in the air. I'm like, you're on it. You're playing a different with the ankle weights. I'm like, you're playing a different game.
Yeah.
I mean, Kelsey, for all due respect, you were complaining about you were doing a cheer class and your elbows were hurting. So like, let's come on,
listen.
You're like my elbow.
I took a dance class from an Ole Miss Rebelette. It was Dallas Cowboys style.
Just whipped you right into shape.
My neck, it will probably never be realigned from that class. We did so much hair whipping. I wasn't prepared, and that is on me. But it was super fun. I want to do another one of those while I'm here. You were like, why can't I come? And I was like, oh, I didn't know you wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Yeah, I
also
saw the class, and I was like, I don't think that was for me.
You and gold pom-poms.
That was not for us.
I'd love to see it. But
as much, it would have been fun.
Maybe for like my blackmail folder for you.
I mean, it would have been great for the clientele. I mean, we would have loved to have gone, but whatever.
Good for content.
All right, we did this last time, Kelsey.
Okay.
I want to get your picks for the playoff.
Okay.
It's real simple, real easy, just game by game, who you think's going to win. So we got a big one coming up in 40 minutes or so, 40 minutes. Alabama, Oklahoma, and Norman. Who do you got?
I also haven't looked at your picks, by the way, so will you remind me of yours?
You can go first, and I'll tell you my picks.
Okay, perfect. I have to go Alabama. I want it. I want to see it. I love the story around Ty Simpson. I know you love your people in Norman. This is nothing against
I mean, I love my people in Tuscaloosa too.
Right, but I want to see it. It's like not often that we see Alabama in a Cinderella story situation, in the past few years. So I want to see Alabama pull through.
I also went Alabama. It's so funny because I literally went on an Oklahoma, shout out to the ref in Norman radio station. And so I went on with my guy Parker Thune, but there's my guys, Tyler McComas and Travis Davidson, who host their own show. And I posted a clip earlier this week, and I had picked Alabama. They literally played the clip like they came out of a commercial break and played it to open the segment. They were like, "Yeah, that's our buddy Chris Phillips." They're like, "We thought we treated him pretty well in Norman. I guess you really don't know people." I'm like, "Dude, come on!" And Oklahoma people love them to death. Spiteful. They haven't let me forget that. So if Oklahoma, I tell you this, I am 0 for 2 in the last 2 OU Bama games. I've picked Bama both times and lost. You have my word. I don't know when they play again. They don't play next year, I think. Oh. You have my word. If Oklahoma wins again, am I wrong? I will never pick Bama to beat Oklahoma again until they do it. Never.
Wow.
Listen, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. What is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. What George Bush say? Fool me 3. I can't get fooled again.
Yeah.
I can't get fooled again. Watch this drive. Yeah, I can't get fooled again. So I went Bama, you went Bama.
Yep.
All right, tomorrow, 11 a.m., Texas A&M, Miami in College Station.
Oh, man. I'm going to go Miami.
Ooh.
I know.
My buddy over here is a Texas fan. He's acting like he'd hate that result. He's like, go Canes, baby, go Canes.
I can see it. Listen, ball, so I'm going to defer to all
the
ball
Uber driver
to
told
you.
me I knew ball, so y'all can't tell me shit.
You know ball, I know vibes though, and so vibes tell me it could be in Miami. It could be.
I will tell you that's the game. I'm going Texas A&M. That game scares me, and I think it's because of just the battered Aggie syndrome.
Yeah.
I could see A&M falling flat on their face. I think that people are forgetting how good of a team they are because of the loss to Texas. That's like the last impression. I think they get back to ground and pound, running the football. Le'Veon Moss is back and healthy. I think Marcel Reed will take care of the football. But, God, they scare the hell out of me. I think it's a high-scoring game. I think it might be the game of the weekend. Mm. And that's something I forgot to mention. I think Bama OU, very low-scoring, ugly, defensively dominant. I think that game is going to be up in the 30s. Both offenses will have success. It scares me. I'm going to go A&M, but it scares me. It scares me. It'd be so A&M to lose that game.
Exactly.
It really would. All right, let's go. Let's see. Oh, we're going to skip this one. We'll save that for last.
Okay.
Oregon, James Madison, 6:30 tomorrow.
I'm going to go Oregon.
Oregon big. 21.5 point spread. I think the only question in that game, I'm going Oregon too. The only question is, does James Madison cover? I don't.
Right.
The fact JMU has to go to Autzen Stadium for a night game.
Yeah.
Tough.
Very tough.
It's a tough look. Tough look for the G5. And then finally, the Ole Miss Rebels, the Tulane Green Wave. We saw this game. I was told it'll be 3 months to the date. 3 months to the date that these teams played each other. That was, I believe, a 35-point win.
Yeah.
I think it was 45-10 was the final.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking something similar? You think it's another belt? Are we taking the belts off in the late third quarter, early fourth quarter?
Let me tell you something. Nothing would satisfy me more than if there were just belts flying through the air, just
I will have my belt on
crackle
tomorrow.
and popping.
I will have
around.
my belt on.
I guess you're right. I need to put one on.
I'm hoping this one isn't as interesting as the last Ole Miss game I came to when they were down at halftime.
Agreed. Yeah.
What was weird about that one, though, is, and I said this after it happened, was like, I never had a doubt Ole Miss was going to win. There was a lot of skepticism, and I was like,
yeah,
Florida's not good. Like, Ole Miss is going to finish this off. And they obviously did. I don't think it'll be that interesting.
Right.
I think Ole Miss wins big. I really do.
I hope we win big. I will say this. If you were going to the game, stay till the end of the game. We don't want to have an empty stadium.
Be loud, baby.
Let's be loud. Let's stay to the very
Come
end.
on, Rebs.
Let's really usher in this new era with all the respect that it deserves to have and start something great, because this is history that we're seeing here in Oxford.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss wins. I think Ole Miss wins big. And they'll get Georgia next. So buckle your chin straps.
Yeah.
Buckle your chin straps and get ready to go to New Orleans and party. One thing I know, Ole Miss fans will win the party tomorrow. They will win the party in New Orleans.
I will be there.
Will they win that game in the Sugar Bowl is yet to be determined.
That's true.
Yet to
Very
be determined.
true.
Kelsey, a lot of fun. This has been a lot of fun.
I'm so glad you're here.
What else do we have to discuss? I don't know.
Man.
How's life? I mean,
Man,
everything
life's
good?
great.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't.
You seen anybody interesting since you got in town? You've been kind of like here, I feel like.
I've been here.
You've been
I
here
came
for
and
like,
filmed at,
yeah,
I
you
flew
were
in.
You were scoping it out.
I was
days
testing
in
the
advance.
vibes, man.
Yeah.
I had to, see what was going on.
Yeah.
I've been trying to stay quiet though. I wanted to conserve
Been
my
laying
energy.
low. She said, I'm going to let on the field do the talking.
Conserve my energy.
I'm going to let my pads do the
I've
talking.
had a lot of work go into this book,
Yes.
so I've been mostly promoting this book and making sure that it's getting out to everybody for the playoffs. And that's been my main focus. What about you?
Life's been good. Life's been very good.
When did you decide that it was going to be Oxford?
You know when I decided. It was last week.
Well, I know.
So I was
feel like
last
in your
week.
heart you knew earlier.
Yeah, I did. In my heart, I did, admittedly. Last week was a great week for me. I was able to get away, hit the ski slopes, just be in silence, be in peace.
Yeah.
Took time away. Really got to kind of meditate on the games and the decision we had at hand. And
we're gearing up for you're gearing up for basketball season and for a huge, very exciting things happening for your SEC
we got some
Unfiltered
really, really
for
big
2026.
plans for 2026.
Yeah.
We got some really big
I'm
plans.
so proud of y'all.
Yeah, it's going to be a big time. I mean, not to spoil it all, but yeah, there's going to be some things happening that I've been goals of mine for quite a while.
No harder working guys in the SEC. I have to say, y'all.
Thank you. Every decision we make, obviously we're thinking about the company, but like really the audience is the one that like we make decisions about shifts and changes and tweaks, and we're not reinventing the wheel necessarily going into 2026, but there's some things that we're going to be doing from an organizational standpoint, a expansion and scaling standpoint, that at the end of the day is going to make the SEC Unfiltered experience just, in my opinion, 100 times better for the end consumer. And that's really what it's all about. Because without our fans, without our listeners, without people, like we go to every SEC city, without the people that show us love and support, like this wouldn't exist. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful to everybody out there that gives us the opportunity to, and some begrudgingly so. There's even like some comments like, take that Ole Miss sweatshirt off. You don't deserve to wear that Navy and navy and red. I get it. I hear you.
He has that permission.
They heard me pick Mississippi State to win the Egg Bowl, and they'll never forgive me for it. I get it. It was a bad pick. It's a bad pick. I'm here to own that.
He was down.
That was a bad pick. That was a bad pick. I was rocking the maroon. I win in Rome. Win in Rome.
I even got a little sass for you doing that. People were like, "You got to get your boy Chris. You got to get your boy Chris in check." And I was like, "Listen, he's being hosted in Starkville. I'm gonna let him get a little taste of the cowbell."
I will say, I didn't know I could have so much fun in Starkville. After what everybody told me about how terrible it was, I didn't know I could have that much fun. So, Jared, you want to?
Jared's got to come say hi.
So, not to kick the beautiful Kelsey Farese off, but you want to just
can you
squeeze your head in here?
You're gonna lose views.
So we've got the man behind the Velvet Ditch, Jared. Appreciate you having us.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
No, we're honored. We love
no
you
better
guys.
place in Oxford, man. Truly, I mean that when I say that. The hospitality's been incredible.
We're blown away.
I'm really just grateful I ran into you when I did.
Yeah,
at
that was
Mark's
cool
place at Build Different Fitness.
That's
that was really cool.
He's here right now too. What a small world.
Yeah, Mark's over there in the corner. Build Different Fitness Oxford, best gym in Oxford.
Yeah, 100%
that was a great time.
Agreed.
So, I mean, let the people know what y'all got going on, man. Obviously, the Velvet Ditch. I would assume most in the comments are familiar with y'all, but y'all got big plans too, man, for 2026 with some of the stuff happening out here and enhancements y'all got going on.
Yeah, so we're at the old Abner's location. Got blessed by Abner to get this property and turn it into something that we feel like clearly Oxford needed. Outdoor spot gathering, and it's like a billboard, right? We're like, this is the best corner I would say in the state of Mississippi to have a business. I believe that before we opened it, and now that we've achieved that, I would say there's really no better billboard. This is like the best spot in the state of Mississippi. I would put that all on God's back. It was a huge opportunity to work with my family and build this in a city that, as I was a youngster, I didn't realize how lucky I was to be in this state, this city, and this body, right? I took advantage of it. And God drugged me back to this city over and over, even through health issues. My parents, my dad, if he wouldn't have got sick, I wouldn't have came back here. That's what brought us back to the Velvet Ditch. So it's one of those just God ordained situations that I feel like without being Oxford, Mississippi, I could have put this in any other corner. And there's no disrespect to any other city in Mississippi, but I could have put this in any other corner on any other city, and it would not have done what it's done here because of the culture of this place. So we're blessed. We got a roof going over it. We lucked out. God gave us 9 weekends of sunshine. It was so crazy. All 9 home games are literally sunshine. The 4 away games were all rain, 3 away and 1 bye. So if we wouldn't have had, sunshine, we wouldn't have made the money and the memories as well. But we've got a roof going over this. 70% of the property will be covered by a brick column roof that opens and closes. So now rain won't affect anything. We'll have heaters for cold nights like tonight. Yeah, man, it's a growing mission. We've been open a year now. Super blessed.
Dude, I got to tell you this. I have so many people reach out to me all the time, tell me how awesome they think the name The Velvet Ditch is.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many comments like, that's an awesome name.
Yes. Are you familiar at all with the name itself?
Not
okay. So in the night coined, I didn't hear it out of Faulkner's mouth himself or anything, but supposedly he coined Oxford as the Velvet Ditch, an easy place to fall into, a hard place to get out of. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was kind of referencing back to teaching, you a little bit. That
makes sense after being here a couple of times.
So that since my life has constantly pulled me back to Oxford, which is why the name made sense for my life and for this location. My brother actually spit the name out a while back. And I was like, at first I was like, wait, what? Because I had such a cool idea. I thought I was going to name it something else. And then my brother spit it out, and I was just like, wait, that is perfect. It explains everything. So super cool. My something to mention about the Velvet Ditch too, the parade after we win tomorrow and we go down to New Orleans next week. Jane, I'm going to slide over here. She's better than this. She's better at me than this. So
come on over here, Jane.
Yes.
Come on, Jane.
Hey, what do y'all want me? What are we doing?
About the 10.
Okay.
The 10,
the parade.
Okay, so when we win, we're gonna say when we win.
Absolutely.
The couple of years ago, when we were in the Sugar Bowl, we did a second line parade. We did a zebra tent second line parade, and Jared has agreed to be the sponsor this year. We broke a record in New Orleans for the largest second line parade that has ever been of 1,200 people. So we're hoping for at least 2,500 this time.
There we go.
So that we set a record that cannot be broken.
Yeah,
Be there.
There you go.
It'll probably be
there.
around 1:00 on the game day. And then we'll have a big tailgate out in front of the Toulouse. They'll have tents set up and all kind of fun stuff.
I think I might be going to New Orleans.
I
for
told
New
you.
Year's.
That's why I was
There you
asking.
go.
You're in. You're in.
I think I might have to go to New Orleans
Top on. Thanks,
for New
Jay.
Year's. I do want to ask you, because you have as unique a vantage point as anybody does, being a local business owner in Oxford. We've already mentioned we're saying he who shall not be named or the
Yeah.
Grinch. So we're not.
Okay.
But the way this community has rallied around Pete Golding, this football team,
Oh,
going to this
amazing.
game, what's that been like the last couple of weeks?
Relieving. I think, we were doing an episode here of Velvet Ditch Podcast, and we talked about what happens by getting rid of Lane. If Lane were to leave, this is the week before he left, and I know we're not saying his name, but is what it is. For us, we were brought to a level of something that a lot of people always hoped for. So I think a lot of people are like living in fear that we can't maintain that. So the energy was really heavy. I think a lot of it came out of fear, in my personal opinion, which is a good thing that's been created here. But when you get a coaching staff like you have now with Pete Golding, Mississippi boy, I mean, the dude's earned it. I mean, from Delta State to where he's at now, like, he's truly earned it. This is a dream come true for him. I don't think Oxford was clearly ever going to be the landing final point for Lane Kiffin, nor do I believe that it was clearly not God's plan either. And I trust that more than anything. And speaking of God, Coach Golding is he's a Christian leader for our team. He's the right man for the seat. And sorry to let the Ole Miss fans down in the future, but I personally would rather go 7-5, 8-4, knowing who's willing to lead me, appreciate leading me, but also who's leading these kids to a better place than just how many football games they're going to win. And no disrespect to Lane, that she didn't give them the spotlight like they deserve. I think we've already seen the torch passed, that we have a better leader. And I say this even as Lane's friend. I mean, I talked to Lane 5 days at the last 6 days. I'm always going to support helping people be better people. And I think that Pete Golding is going to overall make this city a better overall atmosphere in the long run, because we don't have to worry about if he's leaving. The only way Pete Golding doesn't make it here is if we boo him out of the stand. So it's up to us to decide what's most important to us when somebody's coaches. Is it 11-1 season, or do we know that the best man and the most motivated man is in the building leading the next generation of people? So I'm excited about it.
Very well said, my friend. Last thing before I let you go, thoughts on the game tomorrow?
Say that again?
Thoughts on the game?
I believe they'll play us closer, as they should. I think they're a lot better football team.
Closer than the first go around.
Yeah, they're a lot better football team than a whole lot better football team than they showed when they played us. I think that their win against North Texas, nobody really expected it to be like that. That was belt to ass, So they're coming in motivated, and this is their national title. Nobody said what if Tulane wins it. Their goal is the same as ours, 1-0. The head coach down there now, Will Hall, his dad, Bobby Hall, was my high school football coach.
No way.
Yeah. So I support Will. I honestly was hoping that if for some reason, if we messed up and hired other coaching staff, I was hoping that Will would be coming up here with John Summerall. But super grateful that we didn't reach out to anybody else. And I think tomorrow, for Will, I hope we see a closer game. I think for our players, I think they clearly want to make a statement tomorrow. But as long as we don't overlook them and start thinking about Georgia too early, I think we could run it really well. I mean, speaking past tomorrow, I believe that we've already proven we were up 10 on Georgia.
In Sanford Stadium.
There you go. I think we could go down and, speaking of New Orleans, I think we could be partying for New Year's a little bit harder than expected, which would be super cool, right? I mean, if Ole Miss go down and beat Georgia. But it's been a cool story either way. This is the hottest I've ever seen Oxford, and it seems to me like everybody's rallying around what Coach Golding's doing. So
It's not bad for business.
yeah, no, it's been great, right? Yeah, it's been fantastic.
11-1 doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I know, dude. It was so funny because like we were obviously, praying for this game, and then the whole week we were just praying the rain was going to hold off. And out of nowhere, it's another perfect weekend for weather. So,
Jared, awesome stuff.
Yeah,
Again,
I love
thank
you
you
guys.
so much, man.
Thank
I
you
love
for
you too,
having
brother.
us.
Thank you
It's
so much for having
unbelievable
us.
in
This has been
here.
incredible.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Nice
this
to
has
meet
been
you.
incredible, man. Like I said, I'm grateful that good Lord willing our paths cross, man.
yeah,
So many more to come.
1,000%. I appreciate you.
Yeah, many more to come.
God bless.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Jared Foster, one of the best in the business, truly. Again, can't say
So
we
well
can't-
spoken.
Yeah, so well spoken. I mean, that was mic drop type stuff right
Yeah,
there.
for
Really,
real.
truly.
I was like, we just went to church. Like, that was beautiful. I have a tear in my eye.
that was your kind of like your SEC network, your sideline.
Man, that
reporting
was a
debut
rally
right
cry. I feel that in my little red and
Yeah.
blue soul.
Yeah, and your little rebel soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up. Again, we got a full night to go. Going to be a lot of fun. If you're not out at the Velvet Ditch or in Oxford, come on out. We're going to have a great time tonight. Really appreciate those that have come out, showed love, showed support. Again, can't say thank you to Jared enough, the Velvet Ditch, for hosting us. Can't say thank you enough to Kelsey Farese. Just an absolute star. I'm grateful to be sitting next to her. It's really an honor to share the spotlight with her the little bit that I can, because she takes it all up. So deservedly so.
Not
Go
at all.
buy the book if you don't do anything else. Go buy the book. It's officially called Once Upon a Playoff Season. So you can just look that up on
Amazon Prime,
Amazon. Once Upon a Playoff Season. You can probably look up Kelsey Farese.
It's on my story. It's linked in my bio. It's
all
everywhere.
over her socials.
Pete Golding was holding one in his darling little hands today. So you need to match him and grab one.
Exactly. Yeah. Go ahead and get one. Whether you want to get one for Christmas or after or whatever. If you're an Ole Miss fan, you absolutely need to have this. And again, if you got an LSU fan in your life, there'd be nothing funnier than you to gag gift them that
Go air on the back.
that book. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and call it again, guys. Big weekend ahead. We'll be out at the tailgates tomorrow. Obviously, the Grove, you know where to find us. You see us, holler. And yeah, again, as always, make sure, like, subscribe, follow along. Wherever you get your podcasts, obviously on YouTube, all the socials, our website as well. Follow Kelsey Farese. It's at Kelsey Farese. Yeah,
It is.
just there you
At
go.
Kelsey
Right to the
Farese.
point, at Kelsey Farese. I'm sure there will be another electric Christmas week, SEC Housewives.
We'll see.
Some sort of something that will come of after this weekend. She always delivers on the content. Yeah, stay tuned to us. We've got our guy Cole Thompson reacting to all the games this weekend. And again, I'll be boots on the ground here in Oxford. So let's have a weekend in Oxford. Let's have a night. Y'all enjoy the college football playoff. Enjoy the game at Vaught Hemingway. Hotty toddy.
Hotty toddy,
We'll
y'all.
talk to y'all soon. Appreciate y'all.